Today we're going to be assessing the hip mobility using a FABER test, F-A-B-E-R. Gets its name because it's derived by the direction at which you're going, flexion, abduction, and external rotation. What we're doing is we're assessing the hip's ability to move into those end ranges, as well as seeing if we can recreate any type of hip pain with this movement. So I'm going to be on my back. I'm going to flex my knee. I'm going to move into external rotation and abduction, and as I do this, I'm going to allow my foot to rest on my knee, and the knee is going to drive towards the ground. I'm trying to relax. I don't want my other hip and pelvis to rotate. You can see how that gets me a false amount of rotation and abduction. If I allow my hip to rotate, this pelvis comes off the ground and my knee gets closer to the ground. That'd be like a false sense of range of motion. I want to just let gravity take me without letting this hip leave the ground. So as you can see on this side, I get to a certain distance. We would then measure that distance from the ground and then compare sides. So again, I go into flexion, external rotation, and I'm going to move into some abduction of the hip. And I'm looking for asymmetry side to side. So you saw where my right hip went, say my left hip only went to about here. I could see a side to side observable difference in that excursion. I'm also looking for some recreation of my typical hip pain that I feel with this. So it'd be a positive FABER test.